Hello, this is Nick from Prestman Auto, doing a video walkthrough of our 2023 Ford F-350. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk all the way around, we're gonna look for any dents, any scratches, any kind of blemishes on the outside. Then we're gonna go inside, go over some of the features, make sure everything's, working properly. And then finally, we're gonna pop the hood and evaluate just a little bit in the engine bay, just for good measure, basically. So first impressions, first of all, it's really cold here, so thanks Utah for the frost. That being said, normally you'd expect to see a little bit of rock chipping up here in the front, just because that's where it usually is. That being said, I'm not seeing anything. So starting off really strong. But let's start going around, see if there's anything that we can find. If there is, I'll be sure to stop, zoom in, get a good visual so you know exactly what's going on. But tires on here are in great condition, so that's fantastic. You got loads of life left in those. You also got the Fox shocks on this, which is always a pleasure. Love that. Oh, never mind. I thought I found something, but 'twas not so. This might sound really dumb, but you're just gonna get my opinion in this video. But I really like the shade of white that they have for the paint on this. It's like, I don't know, it's like slightly glossy. So instead of just a flat white, it's more like a pearl, which I think just looks really nice. So you may think it's dumb that I'm complimenting the shade of white, but I think it's really cool. So all right, so you got the bed liner in here as well as your plugins and stuff. So good stuff. It looks like it's also prepped there, so that's fantastic. Your towing info. All right, also, we're training today. This is Max. Say hi, Max.
How's it going?
So he'll be joining us. So when I hop inside and someone opens the passenger door, don't freak out. I'm not getting mugged. Looks like right here you have a little bit of a scuff, so it's not catching my finger, so we might just be able to buff it out, but nonetheless, good to know. All right, well, as far as the exterior goes, it looks really nice. I'm actually quite impressed. This one also had, if you remember, it had accent on the front end, and all the seams up here line up perfectly, so you would never know. It looks great. We'll take a little bit of a closer look in this area when we pop the hood, but for now, as far as the exterior cosmetic pieces go, 10 out of 10. So let's hop inside, see what we can find in the interior. So first of all, you got your automatic running boards, so love that. That's helpful. It's cold, dude. All right. Okay, so it looks like we've got two warning lights up right now. The first is my seatbelt light. The second is the gas light. So both of which are pretty easy fixes. Other than that, everything up here looks super solid. Let's just triple check everything real quick. Let's check the status board. Engine information. Oil life is good. Idle hours is good. Seatbelts, okay, well, I don't really care about seatbelts right now. Cool. Well, everything up here looks super solid. Actually, let's look at the maintenance real quick. Tire pressure, oil life, depth information, exhaust filter. Great. Well, that looks awesome. As far as interior features go, you have a lot of them. So I'm going to go a little bit fast just for the sake of time, but we'll still press the buttons, make sure things are working. So first of all, you're going to have heated steering wheel, heated seats, and cooled seats. We're not going to really use the cooled seats because it's already plenty cold. But up here, you're going to have your trailer brake system as well as a couple other towing things and your four-wheel drive. You do have this down here. It's some aftermarket, so we can delve more into that if you want to know more about the fuel box, but you get a little extra aftermarket fun. You're going to have your seat presets, one for you, one for your wife, and one for good measure. So other stuff, basically, I mean, obviously your windows roll down and roll up and stuff, so that's not really life-changing, but it does work, so that's good. You're going to have your garage door openers as well as your wireless phone charger down here, and on and on and on. Up here, you're going to have your adaptive cruise control as well as your lane keep assist, so your car can just drive itself, which is kind of dope. Up top, you're going to have a big old sunroof that's basically the size of the whole truck, so that's pretty cool. I'll be 100% honest with you. A sunroof is really not the most useful feature in the world. Like, it's just not. But it's really cool. Like, I really like the sunroofs quite a bit. I think they're fun. So, anyway. Up here is where you're going to have most of your fun stuff. So you're going to have your camera system up here, parking sensors, as well as your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and all your bonus features over here for your towing and whatnot. So speaking of, let's double check your audio, just make sure it's working. Go to the radio.
Very different calculation. You say, well, I...
Holy smokes. Okay, that was really loud. Yes, your speakers are working very well. You actually have, what speakers are these? These are B&O. Okay, that tracks. That was way louder than I thought it was going to be. So congrats. Yeah, really good speakers. Up in here, you're going to have a little bit more space, a couple more plugins down there, in addition to your plugins over here, and on and on. As far as interior condition goes, it's really freaking good. I don't want to be a broken record and just be like, oh, it's all amazing, but like, I'm not seeing any rips, any dents, any scratches, any stains, any discoloration, really much of anything. So very, very nice stuff in here. But anyway, we can go over features all day. For the sake of time, we're going to call that there. Let's pop the hood in the engine bay. We'll check that out real quick, and then that should be good for this video. All right. So while we're out here, just really quick, just want to show you around a little bit of our dealer. So this is what you can see here is maybe like, I don't know, like 30% of our cars. So we go down quite a ways past the building over there. We got another building over there and our building over there. We sell more cars here than any independent dealer in the state. We've been around for 33 years, which, I don't know, you don't have to know that, but I feel like it's nice to know a little bit about who you're working with. You know, we didn't just open up yesterday. So anyway, let's take a quick peek under here. So I don't know how mechanically inclined you are or aren't, but regardless of how much you know about cars, I always encourage everyone to at least take a look under the hood of any vehicle you're looking to buy. The reason being, even if you don't know anything under here, you at least know what neglect looks like. So if you've got like acid buildup all around your battery, or rust all over your metal pieces, and you got like spider webs and stuff all over, I would ask some more questions at that point, you know, personally. That being said, this looks great. Very, very well taken care of. There's really not rust on anything. There's really not even dust on anything. So that's freaking awesome. The last thing we're gonna take a look at up here is, so we know the accident was up on the front end here. That being said, I'm not seeing any kind of blemishes, any of the stuff in here. So it looks fantastic. If you are mechanically inclined, we can go into a little bit more detail, but we'll keep this video pretty user-friendly for now. Suffice to say, when you pop the hood of an engine bay, this is exactly what you want to see. So if you have any other questions or there's something that I missed that you'd like to see, just let me know. I'm happy to show you anything on here. But for now, this is your new truck.